Hi, I'm Avery Davidson. Thank you for joining us for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, the only TV show bringing Louisiana farmers and consumers together every week. My partner, Kristen Oaks-White, is on assignment. If you love food, this is your time of the year. I know I'm ready for Thanksgiving. It is my absolute favorite holiday, and you probably also know how much I love sweet potatoes. But whatever your favorite is, now is the time to go out and buy everything you need at the grocery store. To find out how much a typical Thanksgiving meal is going to cost, we're joined by the Price Meister himself, who gives us the bottom line, Neil Melanson. Neil, without any further ado, how much is it going to cost me to host Thanksgiving this year?
Well, Avery, my favorite food is turkey. Thanks for asking. But the average price this year, if you want to talk turkey, is down big time. It's down to $49.12. That's for that 16-item menu that the American Farm Bureau comes up for their annual Market Basket Survey. Now, both the National and the American Market Basket Survey and the Louisiana surveys are coming out for Thanksgiving. Both showed a price drop of about 2%. The National Survey again found that 16-item feast at $49.12. That's 75 cents less than last year. First up, of course, is the turkey. This year, a 16-pound turkey runs $22.38, 36 cents cheaper than Thanksgiving 2016 when it was $22.74. Our shoppers in Louisiana found big savings the week before Thanksgiving, though, with the average price at $13.36. Stuffing was a little more expensive this year at $2.81 for 14 ounces. That compared to $2.67 last year. Louisiana was in at $2.89, so a little more expensive there. 12 rolls were at $2.26, dropping 20 cents from $2.46 last year. Here in Louisiana, we found them for $2.95. Those sweet potatoes Kristen and Avery love so much are at $3.52 this year, dropping 8 cents from last year's $3.60 for 3 pounds overall. Louisiana yams were at $2.94, thanks in part to our hard-working sweet potato farmers bringing in a great crop this year. A 1-pound veggie tray was about the same as last year at 74 cents nationally, compared to 73 cents in 2016. Louisiana prices were more expensive at $1.30. Whole milk is averaging nationally at $2.99. That's an 18 cents decrease from last year at $3.17. Louisiana milk came in at $4.04. Finally, let's have some dessert. Pumpkin pie mix came in at $3.21 this year as compared to $3.13 for last. Louisiana surveyed at $3.37, again a little more expensive. Fresh cranberries were a little more expensive as well this year in the National Survey at $2.43 compared to $2.39 in 2016. Louisiana, though, getting quite a bargain at $1.83 for a 12-ounce package. Finally, whipped cream for that pie was only $2.08 this year, up only 8 cents from $2 in 2016. Louisiana's average, again, a big bargain at $1.68. As you can see, there's a lot of variation in prices depending on what items you get, and as always, there are bargains out there to be had, so make sure you shop smart and hunt down those bargain items. And Avery, a couple things here. One is that we didn't really track that well with the Consumer Price Index, which was actually up from 2016 about 1.5%. And as always, of course, we have to mention farmers. Out of that $49.12, they're only looking at about $8 in terms of their prices.
See, I don't think people realize just how much goes to the packaging, how much goes to the fuel to transport everything there. Yeah. And then also your friend sticky prices. Are we seeing any kind of problem with sticky prices this year?
Well, it is. You know, now this price we saw for the American Farm Bureau Market Basket Survey was down to levels that we haven't seen since 2011, really. Okay. But 2011 saw a $6 increase, and since that time, since 2011, we've hovered between $49 and $50.
So yeah, there's your sticky prices right there for the cost of the whole thing. Thank you very much, Neil Melasan. You are invited over for Thanksgiving.
Well, thanks. I'm getting the turkey leg, though.
Yes, you will. Well, local grocery stores are sure to fill up this week as everyone makes their last-minute preparations for Thanksgiving. Fresh is always better, so TWILA's Carl Wiggers goes to Fresh Pickens in Baton Rouge to find out what fresh ingredients customers are excited to put on their Thanksgiving tables.
Customers come to Fresh Pickens on Coursey Boulevard from all over the Baton Rouge metro area. They're here for the freshest fruit and produce they can find. Cindy drove here from Central to get her fresh Louisiana citrus, but that's not all she left with.
Fresh green beans for Thanksgiving dinner for the green bean casserole.
These green beans. Now, while I was here, I saw quite a few grab a handful to take home with them, including one customer who took an entire bushel. Cindy says that there's no way to compare these green beans to anything that comes in a can.
There's nothing like fresh picked vegetables. The casseroles, your food that you cook for Thanksgiving, tastes better, better flavor. You just can't beat it. It's nothing, you can't compare fresh to canned.
Cindy went on and on about all the dishes that will be on her own Thanksgiving table, but she couldn't forget the other Louisiana staples like these huge navel oranges.
Oh yeah, gotta have your fresh citrus. Fresh oranges, you gotta have the bowl of the fresh fruit, the oranges, satsumas, and then you got to have that bowl of fruit. It's like your nuts, the fruit, the pecans, everything that's coming in for Louisiana. It's the time to get it now, it's the season.
Fresh Pickens is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. To learn more about what products they have, head over to our website at twilatv.org. And Avery, an easy way to explain it is they are a one-stop shop for Louisiana products, from anything from the pecan oil made right here at in my hometown of Winsboro at Kinlock Plantation to jams and jellies from Lake Providence, Louisiana. You can find it all right there at Fresh Pickens. It's really neat.
The green beans looked really good. What was the one thing that you were saying, you know what, I need to take some of this home?
Oh my gosh, they have so much color in there. The peppers, they had orange, yellow, red, green, big old bell peppers that look just wonderful. I mean, they look like they belonged in a display. I mean, it's like you don't even want to cook with them because they're so beautiful. But I'll definitely be going back sometime between now and next weekend for sure.
I bet they taste better than they look. Thank you very much, Carl Wiggers. There's sure to be a pecan pie on the Thanksgiving table. The 2017 estimated production for Louisiana is 16 million pounds of pecans. However, experts at the LSU Ag Center expect that actual production will come in below that estimate due to flooding. As TWILA's Tammy Arender reports, there's a pecan orchard in Monroe that's not only producing the popular nut, but giving back to the community at the same time.
It's like manna raining down from heaven. The pecan trees release their fruit after a fervent agitation by a hydraulic tree shaker. The shaking and raking is done on the pecan orchard at the Louisiana Baptist Children's Home property in Monroe. Dale Stone oversees this operation.
All of this orchard, this 50 acres in the back, used to be hayfield, and they had cattle back here and big silos. And in the late 60s, they decided to plant pecan trees.
Stone, along with 2 full-time employees, care for the 900 trees. They grow 13 different varieties here, sometimes getting close to 1,000 pounds an acre.
This year's well, we had a good early summer and spring rains, and it helped the pecans mature. Up until just about 6 weeks ago, I had still some 6 nut clusters on the trees, which is unusual this late in the year.
The processing is also done on the Children's Home campus. It's labor-intensive, utilizing machinery and man's hands. Ricky Boone and Ron Danina sift through the nuts to cull and collate the bad from the good. The machinery can only do so much. It takes good hand-eye coordination to get the trash out. Once the debris is dismissed, the nuts are dried.
If you crack them when they're too damp, too wet, too high moisture content, they can not crack properly, and they can also turn rancid quickly.
Once dried, it's time for cracking and packing. This machine gives them a good whack, cracking their outer shell. Then it's time to be hand-picked and packed.
You want pecans that have, you can kind of tell they got a good bit of oil in them.
These boxes of deliciousness are not sold to the public. They're given to the Louisiana Baptist Children's Home donors who keep this life-changing ministry afloat throughout the year.
It's been just a fantastic ministry for us, because when we give these to our donors, they're really appreciative of it.
Now, the Louisiana Baptist Children's Home, if they do not give away all of their pecans to their donors, they will sell them at the end of the season, but seldom do they have leftovers. In Monroe, I'm Tammy Arender for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
For more on the Louisiana Baptist Children's Home, you can visit our website at twilatv.org. For more than a decade, Louisiana Farm to Table has found its Mexican soulmate at Mestizo. In this edition of Feasting on Agriculture, A.J. Sabine takes us just off the interstate in Baton Rouge, where Mestizo has refined Mexican cuisine, all with a Louisiana flair.
Feasting on Agriculture with A.J. Sabine is brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, think rice, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Hey there, folks. I'm A.J. Sabine, and welcome to another delicious, scrumptious, succulent edition of Feasting on Agriculture. This month, we take you south of the border via area code 225 at Baton Rouge's one and only Louisiana mixed Mexican restaurant, Mestizo's. Joining us now is owner and chef Jim Urdiales.
Correct.
At Mestizo's. Chef, tell us about, well, first of all, thank you for having us.
Yes.
Tell us about your concept and why is Farm to Table so important to you?
Well, Mestizo is a showcase of Louisiana Mexican cuisine. So basically it's trying to show people how beautiful, natural, clean, healthy Mexican cuisine really is. But I'm doing it with a Louisiana flair using local ingredients. I think it's very important for Farm to Table. Not only people need to know what they're eating local, but they also need where their food's coming from. And I think that can't be understated in this day and age with the way people are changing their lifestyles. Eating clean and eating fresh makes you feel a lot better as well. So my whole thing is that just food should be fun and healthy and clean, but still satisfying.
Great. Well, let's get started. We're going to hop in the kitchen and let's get it on. What do we got cooking today?
Okay, so today we're going to do some of the bowls that are making a real impact on our menu right now. So we're going to start off with some Louisiana shrimp, and then I'm going to do a veggie quinoa, and then we're going to start building these 3 different bowls so you can kind of see what we're doing here.
I'm excited, Jim. Let's get started.
Yes, all right. So we got a little shrimp going right now, and now I'm going to start my quinoa over here. I'm going to do just a little bit of Creole seasoning. I'll do a little bit more smoked paprika in it as well.
Chef Jim, I'm not that bright when it comes to quinoa.
Yeah.
Oh, what the double HE hockey sticks is it?
So quinoa is actually a seed of a grain. It's from Peru. Interesting story is that's what they used as their protein source. Vegetarians found it about 30 years ago in California. A lot of people eat it as a protein source. It's really nice. It's really great for people who are pre-diabetic because quinoa, what it does, your body doesn't send any insulin to break it down. So it's a beautiful way to eat, either if you want to eat clean or vegetarian. Quinoa is a great substitute. You can even bake with it. I'm trying to keep it like you would cook almost at home. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, with the chipotle salsa, you're getting a lot of flavor. I'm not putting a lot of sodium on the shrimp. I'm just going to let them cook and get that flavor from the chili anchos. So the first bowl I'm going to start with is, this is more of a healthier option where you've got some brown rice. And we do a little scoop of the black beans. And I'm going to take some of the spinach right here. And then I'm going to do a little tomatilla salsa. And then I'm going to come back with our veggie quinoa. This one also can come with a little spinach. And then here's the fun one. We're going to do a cauliflower mash. So this is roasted cauliflower that we cook down. Also going to do a little black beans with it. All right. And then this also comes with the tomatilla salsa. And on the quinoa, we're actually going to do a chimichurri sauce.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. Now we're going to do our protein. So let's see, you pick. Which one do you think we should put the shrimp on?
Well, all right. Well, I like cauliflower and shrimp go well
I
together.
think as well. Actually, on my brunch menu, that's what we do. We use this as our shrimp and grits version, where it's a different presentation, but we use the cauliflower mash, and this is the Louisiana shrimp cooked, and then we build a whole different plate, very similar to this, but our version of shrimp and grits.
See, Chef, I didn't even know that. I just kind of instinctively knew where you were going culinary-wise.
Absolutely. Now we're going to do one chicken and one steak on these, and we're going to finish these bowls up.
While Chef Jim finishes up these 3 wonderful bowls, we'll be right back with a little bit of a surprise in the cocktail menu. Stick around, we'll be right back. Thank y'all so much for sticking around. As promised, Ashley Duncan joins us now, the world famous mixologist here at Mestizos. What do you have for us here today? I hear it's got tequila in it, so I'm already interested. Go ahead.
Everything has tequila here. We're doing the tequila mockingjay, which is what we won the tacos and tequila event for just recently. We'll start first with 3 rounds of cucumber diced up, and then 1 round of jalapeno. The hotter it is outside, the hotter the jalapenos get.
Really?
So we don't want to use too much jalapeno because then you won't be able to drink it. And so that's why we put the cucumber in there to cool it down.
Right on.
Okay, we're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of a homemade hibiscus syrup, 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice, 1 ounce of Cointreau,
Do I get to pour the tequila?
if you'd like, sure. And 1.5 ounces of Avion Silver.
Which one's the 1.5 ounces?
This whole top.
This whole top?
Sure.
I don't want to screw this up. Oh, way up there.
There you go.
Way up there. All right. Oh, look, I spilled
There you
some.
go.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. No, put it
Now you're gonna make it, see, there you go, that's why you pour a little bit more, that's okay.
Sorry. There you go.
Thank you. With fresh ice. I'll get this straight.
Man, that's pretty.
Well, everyone likes a cucumber in a drink. Just
Really?
It makes it a really refreshing drink.
Folks, I have cocktail in hand with my favorite tequila and hibiscus. Chef Jim is here joining us, our wonderful host. Thank you very much for having us here. Kind of give us an overview of what we're looking at on the table. Well, you know you've got the 3 bowls here, so let's start with the beef.
So this one we have the veggie quinoa with black beans, little sauteed spinach, skirt steak, pico de gallo, sliced avocado, tortilla cheese. This one is beautiful. It's the roasted cauliflower mash. Again, we do the same premise with the sauteed spinach, but we do a tomatilla salsa with that one with the grilled shrimp with the chipotle salsa. And then this one is the brown rice and black beans with the grilled chicken. So what's nice about it is we also have a roasted Brussels sprout and broccoli mash.
And folks at home, if you want information about Fullness Farms and other Louisiana producers, including beef producers here in our state, you can always go to our website at twilatv.org. But Chef Jim, before I get into here, let folks know how they can reach you, what your hours are, and what they can find here in your menu.
Okay, so Mestizo Restaurant is conveniently located Acadian and I-10. We're right off the interstate. We've been here almost 19 years. Actually, this location 11, but 19 years in business. Our website is www.mestizorestaurant.com. We're open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. every day till 9:30 during the week, 10:30 on the weekends, 9 on Sunday. And as you know, we do a beautiful brunch every Sunday, 11 to 3.
Talk about.
With a special menu, special cocktails. We're about to reinvent the whole thing right now in about 2 months. So
Y'all got to come see Ashley, and you got to have this skirt steak. Chef, let me shake your hand. This
Absolutely.
is absolutely fabulous,
Cool.
brother.
Glad to
Great
have
job.
y'all. Thank
If
you.
you guys want more information about Farm to Table, like I said, come check out Mestizos or log on to our website at twilatv.org. That's all from Mestizos. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Feasting on Agriculture with A.J. Sabine was brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, Ask Before You Eat, by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, Think Rice, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
If you love horses, this weekend will offer quite a show. The Louisiana Stock Horse Association is having its annual finals beginning on Saturday. The two-day event will see more than 100 competitors vying for saddles across several categories. One of those categories is for novice riders, including Whitney Moody. She's the one up front here leading a procession with the American flag. Whitney is from Rockport, Texas, which was devastated by Hurricane Harvey this year. The Stock Horse Association has raised more than $4,000 in funding for Whitney and her family. Whitney once again will be there leading the procession along with a lot of other riders on Saturday. The event will be held at the Beauregard Parish Covered Arena and is free to spectators. We'll have all the information for the event on our website at twilatv.org. Agriculture in Louisiana is an $11 billion a year industry, according to the LSU Ag Center. That's big business. And as we go into Thanksgiving week, Governor John Bel Edwards is showing his appreciation for the state's farmers and ranchers by going on a listening tour. And as you'll see, the farmers and ranchers are thankful for Edwards being there to listen. In the rolling hills of Mooringsport, Louisiana, where the horizon touches the states of Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana, the quiet grazing of cattle is interrupted. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards and Commissioner of Agriculture and Forestry Dr. Mike Strain arrive at Wooldridge Land and Cattle, not to talk, but to listen. And this crowd of farmers and ranchers is here to speak.
We don't get to see the governor set foot on a farm much up here in this part of the world.
Louisiana Farm Bureau State Board member Marty Wooldridge is hosting this first stop of the governor's Ag and Forestry listening tour, and Governor Edwards knows the value of each person ready to speak.
They don't just feed Louisiana. Louisiana farmers and ranchers are feeding the world to a very large degree.
DeSoto Parish cattleman Joey Register knows the value of having people listen.
A voice that's not spoken won't be heard, so at least they came to the grassroots. They met with all aspects. We had poultry, we had cattle, we had row crops, hay production. We had a variety, feed store owners. We had a variety of the agricultural community here to listen to what they had to say, and actually had an opportunity to give them their opinion today, which is rare sometimes when you're speaking with the governor.
The governor knew we were out here, but now he's got a lot of faces to go with the plate of food that him and his family sit down to on any given night.
And at this meeting on the cusp of Thanksgiving, those involved in agriculture and those involved in politics are thankful for one another.
I am thankful, and as we sit down, not just for Thanksgiving, but we're supposed to return thanks every time we sit down to a meal, but particularly around Thanksgiving time, and we look at the bounty that we have in our country. In Louisiana, we should certainly be thankful for our farmers.
This is the strength of this country. This is the foundation of Louisiana and this country, and the people here, very hard-working Americans, right? But what we do as policymakers directly affects their ability to make a living.
One of the greatest things I heard from them was help us find the solutions. So we will be working with feedback from the producers here and through the Louisiana Farm Bureau. We will be working with these officials as we go into the next session, into the next years, what have you, to find the proper solutions that are going to benefit the ag industry and keep it whole in the state.
After visiting Wooldridge Land and Cattle, Governor Edwards and Commissioner Strain flew over to Bastrop, where sweet potato farmer Vinoy Kennard cooked up his famous Purple Hull peas and cornbread. Greg Hilburn with the USA Today Network did a great job of covering that stop. You'll find a link to his story on our website at twilatv.org. That does it for this edition of TWILA. You're going to see this same show again next week because of Thanksgiving, and we'll be doing what we hope you'll be doing, spending time with our families and taking the time to be thankful for all of our blessings. And you know, we really do have a lot for which to be thankful. You know, I'm going to talk about being thankful for farmers and ranchers, especially on Thanksgiving when we gather around such a feast. But we need to be thankful for farmers, ranchers, and those involved in the timber industry the other 364 days of the year, because they are the people who let us all have our jobs. Think about your life if you had to grow or raise everything you ate, if you had to find your own timber to build your home, if you did not have the safest and most affordable food supply anywhere in the world. How would your life be different? It's less than 2% of the population who feeds, clothes, and shelters 100% of us. That's pretty amazing. So as my friend Don Molino says, if you ate today, thank a farmer. But I'm going to take it a step further. If you wore clothes today, thank a farmer. If you slept soundly last night, thank a farmer. If you got to do something today other than worry about your next meal, thank a farmer. I mentioned that Kristen Oaks White is on assignment. Well, here's her assignment. She put together a special Thanksgiving goodbye video for us this week, so please watch it and enjoy. For all of us here at TWILA, happy Thanksgiving.